tenfold. Over and out. That's gonna make you up like a limbo. She said she not.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48, right?
On play action, Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check. Watch that screen.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's it, baby. We gonna work. 48 for Mike. Hey, 88. 3 down. Hey, check 24. Hey, box truck.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, Alpha. Boxing.
Rodgers now to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
On third down, Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
26. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, kill. Hey, let's go. Shoot. Switch. Here we go. Go to 54. Line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 78 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Exit. No. Teammate. Check three.
This is Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bravo. Right there. 54 Mike. Get 300. Slant. Any day. 54. Box it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week, and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
48, mark, 48, score. Stop your body. Hey, look, 48. Hey, you know what we're going to do now?
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, Charlie.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Crosby missed it. No good. Wide to the left for Crosby. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Check.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 76 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Whip. Watch where you're going. Tight dog.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go, 46. Check.
Here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Cooper was the target there. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
319. Screen. Exit. Plant. Here we go. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we go. Jump out. Let's go. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. One back in the game. That's Jones, second and goal. He's going to get it running right. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Check out, read. Shift, watch the shift. Kill.
Kelly, front left, Kelly.
Quick. Check 15, check 15.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team.
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown. And that takes us from second to third down.
Watch the edge. Alert flare. Watch the safety creep. Slam. Safe.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. It's our field.
Yeah, live.
Hey, it's our house.
From the 29, Rodgers forced out to his left. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. To throw is Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Hey, kill.
Here's Pollard again. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
51.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. First down, and it's Pollard again. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Now here's Pollard, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. Check 26.
Check 26, check 26. Big dash, big dash.
Hey, black.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got? Kill.
Number 50.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, Haywood. Snap.
Check.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On play action, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here we go, D. Here.
Hey, 88. Go.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Jump out. Hey, wahoo.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Yeah, let's get sacked.
Rodgers throwing again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
26. Hey, box truck.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd and a yard, Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game.
Hey, Alpha. Jump. Check right. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. I'm coming after you.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Graham's got it, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Back. No.
Get right.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Set it. 258. 630.
I'm here all day. Check three.
Yes.
Check.
All right.
Check hot.
On first down, it's Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Hey, team 6.
Rodgers to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Packer first down.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. He has missed twice today, but he can make up for it here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time. and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Green Bay, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards.